Started late, but still we are going through the chapter. There is anyone in online? Anyone in online? Online also. Who is there? Just write your name. Who is in online? Just write your name so that your presence should be counted. Sayan Kumar Ganguly is there. Okay. Now in accounting ratio, we discuss about what is accounting ratio, why we do the accounting ratio, and what are the different ratio is there. There is a liquidity ratio, there is a solvency ratio, there is a turnover ratio, and there is a profitability ratio. So this 4 type ratio main category is there in the accounting ratio. Under that there is a lots of ratio we have to calculate to see how the company is going on, because this comes under your company's financial statement analysis. So we do ratio. Main objective is to analyze the different items with one item or one, suppose net profit, you just compare with your sales, and I have taken an example, and through that I will give you the, I will make you understand that how this is important actually. So there is a current, under liquidity ratio I discuss about current ratio also. Then quick ratio, I have made a video for quick ratio. Just go to the your YouTube channel of our Bardwan Model School, and here you can see. Now today we will do a complex problem. Through that we would actually verify the current ratio and quick ratio both. So how can we do that? Just look, here I am taking an example from your NCERT book, and page number 211, illustration 4. Okay. X Limited has a current ratio of 3.5:1 and quick ratio of 2:1. If excess of current asset over quick assets represented by inventories is rupees 24,000. Good morning, son. You are very busy. Why? Sunday is very busy day for you. Then your present will not be counted. Okay, then your present will not be counted. So because this is very important chapter, accounting ratio, there is a certain part that is financial company accounts and analysis of financial statement. From financial statement part, accounting ratio is there, and this will actually come part B. Now we have taken an example from your NCERT book. Now X Limited is there. This is accountancy. X Limited, I am giving the problem. X Limited has a current ratio of 3.5:1 and quick ratio of 2:1. If excess of current asset, over quick asset over quick assets represented by inventories is rupees 24,000. Calculate current asset and current liability. Calculate current assets and current liabilities. Now what they actually given? Now X Limited has a current ratio of 3.5:1. So there, whatever the problem we have done so far, each you have to reveal there is a current asset, item of current asset is given from there, and current liabilities is given from there. You have revealed the what is current ratio and liquid ratio. But this problem, the current ratio is already given, that is 3.5:1, and quick ratio is also given, that is 2:1. If excess of current asset over quick asset represented by, if excess of current asset over quick asset, suppose quick asset is 10,000 and current asset is 15,000, then what for current asset is 15,000? Because if excess of current asset over quick asset represented by inventories, because this difference is represented by inventories, is rupees 24,000. So this is the main difference between current asset and quick asset because of inventories, that is 24,000. Calculate current asset and current liability. Calculate current asset and current liabilities. Okay. Now how we can solve that? Now solution. First of all, there is no figure you are given in here except inventory. So you just first you have to make let current liabilities equal to X. Why current liabilities? Because in current ratio, current liabilities is common thing of both current asset and quick ratio. Both current ratio and quick ratio, current liability is common thing. But in case of current ratio, there we use current asset. In case of quick ratio, we use quick asset. So the common thing is actually assume current liabilities is equal to X. Now here already given current ratio. Now what is the formula of current ratio? You know already. Current ratio equal to current assets by current liabilities. Now equal to current asset, so that is current ratio is given. Okay. Now 3.5:1, that is 3.5/1 equal to CA by, instead of current liabilities we have assumed this is X, so X we can write. Now so CA equal to 3.5X. Okay. That's why we can come current asset equal to, we can say 3.5X. That's why this come. Okay. We just multiply 3 point, that is 1 into CA, 3.5X. Okay. This is just a math. Now another thing is given, that is quick ratio. Now what is the formula of quick ratio? Formula of quick ratio is quick assets by current liabilities. current liabilities. Now quick ratio already given, that is 2:1, means 2/1 equal to quick asset, I am writing in short, and current liabilities you already assume x. So here also quick asset equal to 2x. Quick asset equal to 2x. Up to that I hope you understand. Have you understood? Okay. Now these two things, current asset and quick asset, we reveal this is a 3.5x and quick asset is 2.2x. Now in your problem you can see that they are given that the excess of current asset over quick asset represented by inventory. So difference only between current asset and quick asset because of inventory, that is 24,000. So now we can write, I am rubbing it, so we can write (3.5x minus 2x equal to rupees 24,000. We can write it. Okay. Now just deduct from 3.5x minus 2x means 1.5x equal to rupees 24,000. Now what is x? X equal to rupees 24,000 divided by 1.5, that will come 16,000. That will come 16,000. So x equal to 16,000, and that is actually current liabilities, because we assume current liability equal to x. So x, whenever we got the x, that 16,000, that is rupees 16,000, that is current liability. Okay. So what is current asset? We have got the current asset is 3.5x, that is 3.5x. This is the difference between current asset minus quick assets. Okay, that is the difference between current. So current asset is 3.5x equal to, just put the value of x, 3.5 into rupees 16,000. What will come? It is 56,000. Okay, that is 56,000. Now whatever the problem is said, we have already got, that is calculate current asset and current liability. Current liability value is rupees 16,000 and current asset value is 56,000. But we should verify that whatever we reveal is right or wrong. We can verify that, but that is not important for your examination. But here for learning purpose, you should verify whatever the amount we actually reveal as a current asset and current liability is right or wrong. So how can we verify? We just put the value. Now just see how can we verify. So current ratio equal to current asset by current liabilities. So current asset we have already got, that is 56,000, and current liabilities rupees 16,000. So what will come? 3.5:1. Just divide it, that will come 3.5:1. 3.5 in numerator and denominator is 1, so ratio is 3.5:1, and that is matched by whatever problem given. In problem you find that, you just look current ratio of 3.5:1. Now same way we can check the quick ratio, and quick ratio means quick ratio equal to quick asset by current liabilities. What is quick asset? Quick asset we can got, how can we get the quick asset? Current asset minus inventories, that is quick asset. Because there are no other item, we are assuming there are no other item is there, only inventories information. In this problem, inventories is already given, so we just, if we minus from current asset to inventories, then we will come to the quick asset. That's already said by your problem, because if excess of current asset over quick asset represented by inventories only. So from current asset, if we minus the inventory, so we easily get the quick asset. Now denominator is same, that is current liability. So we write down, just I am writing in short. So here current asset is 56,000. 56,000. Just put the amount. And inventories is rupees 24,000. And your current liability is rupees 16,000. Okay. Now that's come to deduct it 32,000, and that will come same thing 16,000. Now you just, so 2 means 2:1, and in your problem you can see quick ratio is 2:1. So with the data, the value we reveal actually is right. That's why you can verify it if you want to sure that your answer is right or wrong. But this so much time you will not get if this type of problem comes to your exam, so you do not need to verify. I am just for your learning purpose, I am giving you, for make you understand, I do that. So that you can convince that whatever I reveal is surely right. Okay. So that's all for today. This type of problem oftenly comes in your board exam also for 4 marks or 3 marks. Okay. So this chapter is very important. So you should serious about the chapter. Ratio is very important. Whenever you later pursue the BCom or BBA or whatever the course related to commerce, accounting ratio is always there. Okay. So lots of question comes from here. There is short question may come, there is a short problem will come. Generally most of the problem will be not very large. Here also we can, from here actually we have to analyze the position of a company X Limited. So here current ratio is 3.5:1. Now 3.5:1 means for 1 rupee of current liability you have in your organization 3.5 rupees. Okay. So this company is very much solvent company, very much liquid company, anytime they can pay the current liability. Here quick ratio, there is 2:1. This is for 1 rupees of current liability, there is a 2 rupees of quick asset. But this both though you are, they are looking very good for you, the ratio is looking good for you because there are lots of current asset in the organization against the current liabilities. But there is one thing they actually not very much care about, that is your resources is wasting, because so much current asset is not required for your organization. Okay, so much current asset is not required because this is actually you are not just suppose you are not using your resources very carefully or wellly. Okay. So this ratio should be 2:1, that is good, and this ratio, this ideal ratio or standard ratio for the quick ratio or acid test ratio or liquid ratio is 2:1, not a 2:1, that is 1:1 will be the standard ratio. For 1 rupee of current liability, you should have 1 rupee of quick asset. And here the standard ratio is 2:1. For 1 rupee of current liability, you have double amount of current asset. Okay, you have double amount of current asset. Then it will be good, because you have invested some short term advances. Maybe you have given. Okay, short term advances you have given. That's why your quick ratio is high. Your inventories is, I am looking, inventories is there are lots of inventory still you not utilize, you cannot didn't sell it. That is, inventory means the goods yet not sell by you. So that's of the thing you should look. Why you are not there are lots of inventories, actually stock is lying down in your organization. So this ratio should be 2:1, the current ratio, and this should be 1:1. There is a higher ratio, means they are not properly utilizing their resources. But not position is not bad actually, because most in the current ratio and quick ratio, both the case the ratio is current asset is higher than current liabilities. If the ratio is like that, 0.5:1, that is the current ratio, then what will happen? So the bank will not give you the short term loan, that is called bank overdraft, bank OD account, or creditors will not give you, you cannot purchase in credit, because creditor will say your actually for 1 rupees of current liability, just your current asset is very less, that is 0.5. So you have not enough working capital, because current asset and current liabilities actually denotes the working capital. Okay, the difference of current asset and current liabilities is a working capital. So your working capital is very less, and in this case same thing will happen. If it is 0.4:1, then just for 1 rupees of liability your quick asset is very less, that is 0. This situation is bad for the company if it would happen. But here both the cases the current asset is very much high than the current liabilities, and so high you also do not need, because if you are using something very well, that should be used in standardized form. If you eat more in a one time, then what happen? There is a problem in your belly, or there is a stomach ache will come. So in the case of organization also, you should maintain a standard ratio so that your organization can use the resources properly, and you should look always why the current asset is so high for a current liability, because of these inventories. Here the case is because of inventories, because your inventories amount is more, and from 56,000, 24,000 is your inventories only. Okay, so means you actually your sales is not increasing, your turnover is not good actually, because there is so many yet most of the goods yet lies in your organization. So you have to take measure to sell the whatever the goods you are lying, so that your production can increase. If production increase, your sales will be increase, and in market you have to make sale, and if you sell the goods more and more, your profit will be more and more, and that is the ultimate motive of the business organization, profit motive. Okay, so that's all for today. This is the end of the class. From next day we start the solvency ratio. Under solvency ratio there is a lots of important ratio will come, I will discuss in your next class. So thank you for watching. Hope you are well and safe. Okay, thank you.